This year we are finding ourselves celebrating Easter at home. It is definitely going to be different.
But Easter is not canceled.
No.
It's still on.
Do not miss this amazing opportunity to celebrate with your family in quarantine.
In this video, we are going to cover some ideas for you to help create a more memorable and meaningful Easter season this year. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to our channel, welcome. I'm Amanda. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and also certified Christian sex therapist.
And I'm Pastor Andrew, and we are founders of Assembly Church in Northeast Atlanta. Make sure you hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop a new video every Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different, but even though you're not able to be corporately gathered together in a church building or something like that.
Which most of us aren't.
That's right.
The majority of our churches are closed.
Locked down.
Yeah.
Anytime you set aside for the Lord, He is there to meet with you.
Absolutely.
But also, Easter is not just one day. There's so much to the Easter story, the last days of Christ, that you can explore during this time. And there are a lot of resources out there to help you do it.
So some other pre-Easter activities include what you're going to wear. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments what you plan on wearing. So traditionally, we would dress up. We would have a family photo. We would get all dressed up. And there are families that I think will still absolutely do that. And that's a great idea.
Yeah.
If that's something you want to do, obviously the shopping will be online and hope it fits when you get here. But still, that's a great idea. I think for us this year, we're probably going to do the Easter Bunny PJs or something to that effect.
Okay.
So one thing that's really cool about Church Online is that you could do it in your PJs, like my Mickey Mouse PJs. Go show them your Frozen. Or Frozen PJs. So that's kind of the nice thing about being home. So for us this year, we'll probably end up still doing family photo shoots. But we'll probably do more.
Made us do that.
What?
Keep going.
Okay, anyway, so. But we'll probably do bunny PJs.
Yeah.
Or something similar to that. It's going to be hard to find adult bunny PJs, but I at least know the kids have some bunny PJs. So some other things. So any other ideas is always a great one too.
Amazon, if you're listening, bunny PJs are an essential item.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really upset if it becomes an essential item only and that's not included. There's some other items I really want from Amazon too that I'm going to be disappointed if they won't send to me.
But if it's necessary, we definitely want the medical supplies to take priority.
I do understand that. I do get that. But also Easter, some of us, for our family, we celebrate with Easter baskets from the Easter Bunny. Since school's out this year, our Easter Bunny will probably be getting more entertaining items thrown in that Easter basket, like perhaps some water beads or something that actually entertain our little people.
Yes.
So that's some of our kind of plans.
One thing that I'm really excited about is that next week, I feel like God has asked me to share a mini devotion and a hymn on this channel. That's not something we normally do, but I feel
Don't worry, guys, it's not me. Just him.
But I really feel like this season is the season for worship. So next week, every morning, mini devotion and a hymn. Don't miss it. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you'll be notified. Okay,
so let's move on to Easter morning. So this year is likely going to be a little different, at least it will be for us, since we're not going to do the PJs. You're not going to need near as much time to get ready as you did before. So Easter morning is going to be a little bit slower, more calm, which gives you a great opportunity. Some of you may already do this, but some of you may not. But you can actually have more of a morning devotion with your family.
Yeah.
You guys can have someone lead. You can read the Bible together, read the story with your kids, have them have the kids' Bible out. You can actually have this time this year to make it special and have a morning devotion together.
Services are definitely going to look a little bit different this year. There's a lot of different types of services out there. Your church may be one of those that's doing everything online. You may be a church. I've seen some that have drive-in church or drive-through church.
Which is really cool. They're really cool. They drive their cars up, and some of them are like having services where they're on the roof and they kind of project down to everyone or have like the little things in their car, like an app or something that they're able to do, which is really cool if your church is doing something like that.
They also have little codes, which are cute, like hands raised is like windshield wipers moving, or lights blinking for amen. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's cute.
So we encourage, if you can do something like that and still practice safe social distancing, absolutely do that. A lot of churches in the past have had a traditional sunrise service. A little hard these days. But if your church is one of those that has figured out a way to do that and still practice social distancing, that's awesome. Yeah. If not, perhaps just climb a mountain yourself. Have your own little personal sunrise service.
Some of the hiking is still open. You definitely need your flashlights.
Oh, flashlights, yeah.
And also make sure it is actually open and there's still that distance thing. But some of you can also do it just kind of in your backyard or your porch. Like some of you can actually still practice that sunrise service that is part of your tradition. Just a little bit different with less crowd.
Yeah, and if it's really, really cold outside, just look out your window. That could work too.
Yeah, absolutely. So the majority of us are going to be online.
Yes.
We love online services.
We do.
We have so many pastors that we watch. And that's what's so really cool about this too, is that you may want to join a lot of services this time. So if you don't have a church that you follow, we will list a lot of our favorites down below in the comments so that you can find perhaps some services that you can join in on. And next year, if in Atlanta, you can join us at Assembly Church.
Give a shout out to your church. Let us know where you're going to be worshiping this Easter. Let us know the name of your church and what country you're located in.
Just put it down below in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
So with everyone doing online services, it's really important that you don't just watch service and not participate.
Don't be a spectator. Be a participator.
This is your church. So what would that look like? It can look like standing during the worship if you want. Just make sure, even if you're not standing, sing along, join in, be a part of service. This is church. It's a little different, yes, but this is still church.
And remember, everybody else is in the same boat, so you're not the only one that's experiencing it this way. So don't be afraid to drop a comment, as it's a lot of people can type in. So if you feel like you need prayer for something, ask for it. Chances are there's somebody on the other end just waiting to read those things and pray for you in real time.
Which is really cool, because it is different, but you can still absolutely still have church. You can still feel God's presence in your house. You can still worship God just as if you were in a church building. This is still Easter. This is still time to honor and worship God. Also worship God in your giving.
Yes.
There are online platforms where you can actually give to the services that you're watching, or whatever church that you're a part of. They may give another way, but online giving is still absolutely an option, and just worship God that way too. Another
thing that we really want you to be participatory. We want you to participate in is communion. It's a staple for these types of services. But how do you do communion when you're at home? Well, you get creative. Most of us have bread. Not all of us have grape juice laying around, but we do have some sort of juice. You can use water in a pinch. God knows what you're trying to do. Amanda said that she heard somebody using what was it?
Fishies?
Fishies?
Yeah. Fishies, Ritz crackers, whatever you got.
But not pizza fishies, because those are disgusting. But be creative, but don't miss out. Don't sit out just because you didn't prepare. So some of us have to prepare for this service, have the bread, have the juice, have those kinds of things ready to really engage in your service. The most important thing is this is your church, or this is a church. It's an experience, and experiencing it together is so much more fun and so much more rewarding and meaningful.
Yeah, it's church. You're not just watching television. So you kind of have to have different behaviors for that.
That's good.
Okay, moving on to Easter afternoon. So most all of us have some type of Easter tradition. Some of us go over to our family's house. Some of us have really big lunch together as a family, or just get together and celebrate. So those things are going to be a little different this year. That's just, it is what it is. But you can still find a way to try to recreate those traditions, or still make them part of this holiday for you. So perhaps lunch. So perhaps you have a special lunch that you guys eat. Maybe certain particular favorite things. They're still open in most grocery stores. Some companies, I don't know, I think in most grocery stores are still open. So with that, there are different ways that you can make maybe a smaller version, or try a new tradition this year altogether and just make something different. Any of the ways that make your family happy, it's great.
And just because you're separate, I mean, if you have a traditional family meal together, it doesn't mean that you can't bring the family into the next century and have a collective family meal over Facebook Live or Zoom or something like that.
You can have a lot of different family. You can have a lot of families on there all at one time, which is really cool. Another way is just, even if especially if you're kids, but if you're missing your family, connect that way.
Yes.
Make sure you check in with them. Tell them Happy Easter. Give them a call. Give them FaceTime so it feels a little bit more personal. And really connect with your family on this holiday.
Just because we're all in isolation doesn't mean that we should lack connection. It's very important.
So for us, one of our favorite things is the Easter egg hunt.
Yes.
So we're not able to do a large Easter egg hunt with the churches this year that we tend to usually do.
Yeah.
But we still do our own at home, and that's exactly what we're going to do this year. So if you're not able to do it outside, or perhaps you live in more of a smaller space and don't have an outside area, do it in the house. So it's very easy that you just get different things that you like. Adults can do it too. We had that one church service we went to. It was really cute. So there's this one church service we went to where they actually had an adult Easter egg hunt after service, and all around the sanctuary and out in the foyer were the Easter eggs. I loved it. I thought it was so fun.
There were people picking up pieces of furniture to look underneath the furniture to see if there were eggs. Do that to your kids. Yeah. Do that to your spouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just say, hey, babe, I made you an Easter egg for Easter.
Yeah, these are memories that you will definitely remember.
Yes.
Which is great. Other things, spend time with the kids. Find some ways to have different activities, whether it's painting Easter eggs or just maybe family games, or some of you may, if you're able to, go out for a hike. Just find a way of truly making it special and still enjoying the moment and celebrating family together.
And remember, their idea, I mean, if they're old enough to remember what Easter used to be like, their world is just turned upside down. So let's make it as fun as we possibly can as a family. But another wonderful thing that we need to really stay focused on is that Easter is a season that is the story of Jesus. And Jesus specifically sacrificing himself and serving us. And one of the ways that we can celebrate that is by collectively as a family finding ways to serve and bless those around us that are less fortunate. So it may be a relative, it may be a total stranger, it may be a neighbor. But
and let's be honest, in this season specifically, there is no lack of need. Even if you are someone who is in need, there is still a way that God has blessed you enough that you can still serve someone, even if you are in need yourself. It helps get that focus off of you and your need, but also just brings you close to the Lord to be able to help serve other people. And there's so many ways that you can serve. You can still send gift cards to people. Different people you might be able to drop off groceries, even if it's on their front door. There's just a lot of different ways. There are so many organizations you can participate in and serve that way. And just even being able to serve people, check on those elderly people, be able to connect with them. Just find a way to really be able to serve people.
I love that the traditional ding dong ditch where you ring the doorbell and then you run away. Ding dong ditch. You run away has sort of been replaced with this, I ring the doorbell and then somebody comes out and looks on their doorstep and there's actually a gift out there. There's a blessing out there. There's a bag of groceries or something like that. That's beautiful. That
can be a lot of fun.
That's how we can serve, and it really, especially if you have children.
What do they call the toilet paper ditch?
The toilet paper. I don't know what they call toilet paper ditch. It's just, I guess they're just happy it's not in their trees. You know, oh, it's still on the roll. But it's a time for you as a family, you as a husband and wife, or you as an individual, to really place the focus back on serving your loved ones and serving your neighbors, which is truly how Jesus would want us to celebrate this Easter.
This is going to be different, but I think it's going to be such a special, memorable Easter, and you really don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of it and find creative ways to really enjoy it. So we would love to know. These are just some of the things that we've thought of. We would love to know, how are you going to celebrate Easter? What are some of the ideas? What are some things that maybe some traditions you have? Some different things that you would like to share in the comments for other people to have some other ideas that they could do with their family. We would love to hear from you. And again, there's so many ideas coming online as well. So if we get some more ideas ourselves, we'll kind of add some more down in the comments. Yeah.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and please share it with your friends. There's a lot of people out there that could deal with some encouragement, and also some people that could really probably benefit from some of these ideas. Also, ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when we drop a new video weekly every Friday.
And check out these other great videos. And as always, subscribe for more weekly influential encouragement and inspiration. See you guys next time.
Cue the rabbit.
Because you know I'm all about the eggs. Eggs. Yeah, it's pretty clear. These eggs are all for you. And I'm gonna hide them like I'm supposed to do. If you love Easter, go on and hop. Once we get this egg hunt started, then we're never gonna stop. You know I'm all about the eggs.
Somebody dance in the chair.
All about the eggs.
I'm sure we're not going to have this long of a video, but